there they are. There you are. Well, we've been looking everywhere for you. Good morning. She's so naughty, guys. Good morning, all, and welcome to Wow Crochet Designs Saturday morning live. And why is the camera so low? Ah, that's better. She's already singing, guys. I hope everyone is well. she's already a mess. Beautiful green butterflies in the house. I hope you are well, my dear. I hope you are well. It's a private live for you and me, I think, right now, Green. I am a tad late. How late am I? Oh, 7 minutes. This is the latest I've ever been on a live. Well, excuse me. Good morning, good morning. Margaret B is in the house. Hi, Margaret. I hope you have been crocheting in this nasty cold weather. Excuse me. Let me have a drink already. Good morning, Laurie. Good morning, good morning, good morning, Dorothy. Dot, dot, dot. And it says, oh, I'm coughing and dying all over the place. Excuse me. Yes, we've had some nasty cold mornings, haven't we? Look at the watery eyes. I've been coughing and choking for no reason. It's dust. There's a lot of dust in this room. I need to come in here and clean. I'm waiting for this room to become my full-time craft room. Oh, well, excuse me. We're this close to having a full-time craft room. Oh, it's very exciting. And when that happens, I can really clean it up properly, because right now there's stuff in here that doesn't belong to me. Apparently, there's a lot of my stuff that doesn't belong to anyone else in the other rooms too. It's like a juggling act. Any, many, money, mo's popping in that room for today. I hope everyone is well. Everyone's getting on. Yours truly is a tad late, guys. I'm nearly 10 minutes late. Excuse me. It's about 7 minutes. Dorothy, ellipsis. Beautiful Camille, beautiful Camille. And Linda S. Hello, Linda. Your little project was complete. Did you see it? How cute was this project? It is A2. I'm really coughing and dying here. Give me a second. I don't know what happened, but Linda, there you go. It's the two-toned coaster. Look at that. Now, I forgot to mention in that tutorial that we made a Christmas table runner. I couldn't get it out then. And I called it, what did I call it? Oh my God, it was such a long time ago. I've got to find it, and I've got to show a little video vlog on it, because that was one of my favorite things to make for Christmas. And I think I called it, you know, my brain is not thinking right. It was probably 6 years ago. You know who remembers it? Angela, because Angela made it. She said she loved it. And it was like a table runner. We put together all these squares, and it looked like a candy cane. That's right. It was a candy cane table runner. I've got to get it out and show you. I wonder if I know where it might be. I'll get it out and do a video vlog. It was like, it just had a light bulb moment as we got on the live this morning. I thought, I forgot to talk about the table runner that we created. And it was literally a long table runner. And I'm not sure if I called it a candy cane table runner or just a Christmas table runner. When I looked it up the other day, I couldn't remember where I put it. Like, I don't know where it is on YouTube. I don't know what I called it. And I thought, I looked it up because I thought it looked similar to this. And then I thought maybe it's my imagination. And then it's been so long since I've made it. So when I sat down just before the live, I thought, that's it. I remember it now. It looked like a candy cane. And it was a pretty table runner. I think I could have made it a little bit longer. It wasn't as long as I thought it would be, but it's enough for a Christmas decoration when you have your Christmas dinner going. So there you go. So Linda, that's your little gorgeous piece that we made with your cotton. It is a thin cotton. If you were to use a DK weight or an 8-ply, it would be a lot bigger. So your coaster would be bigger. But for now, it kind of fits a normal cup. Yeah. All right. But I just wanted to show you because I couldn't remember if we'd seen you since. I can't remember. My brain is not working. Today it's not working at all, which is why I'm a little bit late. That's the excuse I'm using. And I'm sticking to that excuse. Excuse me. Let's go back. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Thumbs up cost you guys nothing. YouTube likes to see it, and yours truly loves to see it. So hit that thumbs up. Beautiful Ashley. Hi, Ashley. Thank you, Ash. So you're not Linda. So you're not Linda, right? JK, sorry. Oh, hi, Bonnie. Not sure what you meant. Oh, joking. I'm not sure. But anyway, love the table runner. Green, you remember it. Thank you. I'm glad you do remember it, hun. And I just forgot while I was doing the tutorial. It was right over my head, yeah? Linda S is the person for that one. Is it? I'm totally confused. We've got two Lindas, have we? No. Have we? Oh, we have. Let's go back. Oh, yes, you're Linda W. Hi, Linda. I'm sorry, darling. There's two of you now. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Linda, do you like it? Do you want one? Here, Linda, take it. Take it, Linda. So naughty. I am absolutely off the rails this morning. If you think I was naughty any other day, get ready. I'm off the rails today. You're Linda W. Oh, I don't know where Linda S comes from. I can't remember. I think Linda S might be the US as well. You're both in the US. You just want, you know what? You're the same one. Oh, there's Linda S. You're the Linda. Hi, Linda. Here, Linda, take it. I was trying to give it to Linda W, but it's not hers. It's yours. Linda, I was telling everyone, let's try that again, that I made a table runner using this pattern. Oh, I can't remember how many years ago. It might have been, well, Green says 6, 5, and 4 years ago. Lots of different Christmas runners we have made. Mary, thanks, Green. I truly can't remember how long ago it was. I know it was so long that I wasn't good with photos, so it was such a bad photo. When I find it, I'm going to take it out and get a good photo of it because it was such a bad photo. And I'm contemplating doing something similar, but not in Christmas. Maybe just doing a normal table runner similar to that one. The reason I did that one is because when I put the squares together, it reminded me of a candy cane. When you look at it from far away, it looks like a candy cane. So I thought, yay, that would make a great Christmas table runner. And I did that, how many years ago now? Yeah, I don't know, 5, 6, as Green says. And it's such a pretty look. I think from memory, I did do it a little different to that one. I'm trying to remember. Oh, such a long time ago. But anyway, Linda S, this was almost given to Linda W. Because I kept thinking you were the same Linda. But you're not. Come on, Mary, relax. Let's have a drink, everyone. Cheers. And let's go back to all the chat now. Yes. Hello, Fluffy. Lovely to have you here. Beautiful Luana. Hello, Linda. The right one. Yes, we got the right Linda. A few of them. Hello. Everyone's saying hello. That turned out nice. It did, Linda. I was very impressed. Beautiful. Marty's in the house. Hello, Marty. Oh, you missed out on the silliness. I had 2 minutes of silliness when I got on this morning. I'm running extremely late, though, today. I think I was about 7 minutes late. How dare you? They're all saying, how dare you? Know, that's the longest I've ever been late. I need to be thrown in the corner. Ready? Ah! We'll do it again. Someone keeps throwing me in the corner. I'm going to break the chair and fall back. Can't fall anyway. I'll fall into nice soft yarn. I hope everyone is well. We've got a hot morning today. Everyone's on. I'm making the shawl with sleeves, my own pattern, cross fingers. It works out. You will do well, Bonnie. You are an experienced crocheter now. You are the crocheter. Oh. Bonnie's been named crocheter of the day on Well Crochet Designs. Oh. I really have lost the plot. What is in this water today? She's all over the place. You know what? Green says, let's have a drink. Put some more down me now. Cheers, everyone. Sorry, I'm turning out as there is something on Heath Ledger. That's all right. I was turning out. Try tuning out. You keep listening on Heath. I used to love Heath. Oh, my gosh. It's been so long since we talked about him. I was 20 minutes late to mine last night. Camille, you and I, what's going on? It's all that water. It's a special water. Thank you, Han. Love you. I know, Bonnie. I love you too, darling. Hey, Bonnie, we're going to talk about the top down in a minute. You're thinking, where is that top down? It was due yesterday. The thing is, it is ready. It's done. I'll show you. It's done. Well, it's not completely done, but I got the right part done, the right one done. And all I had to do was rewatch it. I went out for dinner with some crocheters last night, some crocheters plus one knitter. And we had, a crafting night. And when I got back, I thought, all I have to do is rewatch it and I'll upload it. Ready? That's what happened. So it's there. It just has to go up, and it's going up Monday now. I know Monday's my pattern writing day, but it will go up Monday. It will go up Monday. So that's the original now. That's the right one. And that's a better fit now. Oh, that's much better. And this is in between the size that I chose. So the one I chose is medium. No, hang on. Extra small, small, medium, large. Yes, the one I chose is large, extra large, and 2 extra large for the top part, right? And so I will need to probably do, I think everyone needs to do a base round on the inside and then a single crochet round. I think all sizes. I'm thinking about it. I really do believe that that area needs, I don't know, it needs something. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just me being, me being me. Me being me. Anyway, so moving right along, this part is complete. This part of the tutorial is complete. It is recorded. It is edited. All I needed to do was rewatch it. And when I rewatch a video, I do occasionally find something wrong. So all I needed to do was rewatch it and then upload it. And I would have done so if I hadn't forgotten that last night was crochet craft dinner. Now I can't miss that because that happens once every, I don't know, once every 4 months, once every 3 months. So I don't like to miss those crafting things. And you find out so much when you go to these things. You would think me being a professional in what I do, I would know everything. Well, it doesn't work that way. I went to the craft meeting and found out some stuff that I didn't know you could be a part of. So we might talk about that on one of our video vlogs in the future. And we're going to discuss how we're going to be a part of certain other things other than just crocheting and crocheting. There's more to life than just crochet, but it is still crochet related. So we'll talk about that on a video vlog. We will. Excuse me, I've missed all the chat. How dare I? How dare you, Mary, they're saying. And I have missed a lot of chat. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves while I go back. It's the yarn's fault, says Camille. Sure is. Got to blame somebody. All right. Time seems to be flying lately. I know, Ashley. Yes. Big hugs to yes, to Bonnie. Yes. How dare that yarn? I know, right, Laurie? It's a new subscriber here. Is that correct? A long, cool woman. I don't know if that's a crochet related one, but anyway, such a pretty color. Thank you, Bonnie. You chose it, Bonnie. You chose that color. All right. So kind of skimpy. Yeah. Well, this is it. This is the top. It's finished. It's done. That's what you're wearing. Nothing else. Oh, you could get arrested. Maybe a little bit arrested. So hello to the new lovely lady, long, cool running. You have a long name, darling. Long name. We'll just call you Long. You'll hear about that in a minute. We'll talk about that in a minute, Long, and you'll find out why we're going to call you Long. I'm going to call Catherine from Rose Garland Creations. Hello, Catherine. I just call her Rose Garland because I forget the names are way too long and I can't keep up. Hi, everyone coming in. We're having a full house. What more to life than crochet? I know, Linda. There's got to be nothing else left but just crocheting, right? Linda S. I'm going to get confused now. Sorry, I had to work on name, so spell check would record it right. Okay, that's all right. Green says thumbs up. Cost you guys nothing. Means the world to me, and YouTube likes to see them as well. Is a music reference. My friends call me Chuck. Oh, hi, Chuck. Oh, I love Chuck better. What a fantastic name, Chuck. I love it. That top is, let's go back. Marty says that top in that size would go well with my other garment. Why, Marty, do we always go back to that garment? Whenever Marty comes on, that garment is full conversation. Am I not wrong, everyone? Am I not wrong? She's asking everybody else or telling them. Mary, you know my mind well, to all them places saying hello long. I know, Bonnie, you're very... Get in the corner, young lady. She was a long, cool woman in a red dress. Oh, okay. I'm trying to remember the song. I don't think do I know it? Can you just refer the song to me? Oh, I don't think... I'm trying to pick it up. I'll call you Chuck now. I didn't want to confuse Mary. I love Chuck. Chuck's a great name. What colour should we make that garment, Mary Camille? Well, look, to be fair, by the way, don't forget you need to make the gauge swatch. I will not stress that enough. I'm so stressed when people don't make a gauge swatch and then they send me a picture and say, mine turned out 10 sizes bigger than yours and I don't know why. What did you use? Oh, that yarn. No, we're using a yarn weight lighter. Okay. Did you do the gauge swatch at least? What swatch? Do that gauge swatch, because that will show you, if you do the gauge swatch in the same hook that I did, it will show you how big yours is and how big mine was, how big the swatch was, that is, or how large it was, and width and length. If yours turned out to be like, 12 inches and 13 centimeters or 14 centimeters and mine's only 10, imagine that. It's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. It will be so big by the time you're finished. You do that gauge swatch. She's telling you off now. Do it. This is the yarn where you're so naughty. You do it. Now, this is the yarn where I'm so bad. Mary, get in the corner. This is the yarn we're using today. Not today. When we create... I'm so... What is wrong with me this morning? I'm crying now. This is the yarn we're using today. I've lost it. That's it. We're done. We're not going to have a good life now. It's going to be like this all the way through. This is the yarn we're using for the top. That's the colour combination. I'm so sorry. I've lost it today. Look at the crying. The crying's happening. This is the yarn we're using. Do the gauge swatch. This is the yarn we're doing today. I mean, this is... I can't get it right. This is the yarn we are using for the top, down top. Colour combination chosen by the lovely Bonnie on our live. Now, cool running. Chuck, you'll know that on our live, you will know now, we're live, we do a thing called, come on Mary, stay focused, we do a thing called Live Antics, and one of the subscribers on the live get to choose the colour combination of our next tutorial, and the lovely Bonnie chose this colour. They're thinking, what's she laughing at? I don't know. I have lost the plot today. Look. Woo-wee. She's lost the plot. All right, no, stay focused. I don't go back to everyone. I've lost the chat again. All right. Okay, let's go back. Oh, I have lost a lot. Ooh, there's so much. I lost again. I didn't say it says Bonnie. Same, Chuck. Always back to the undergarment. I know, right? Long Cool Woman by the Hollies, back in the good old days when music wasn't synthesized. You know what? I'm missing the old music. Not that I'm old. See, I'm only 29. Chuck, you learned the big lesson on our channel that Mary has been 29 for quite some years and will be 29 forever. And there's a little halo. Ding! She's just an angel. No! The Hollies did it, yes. Yes, did the gauge swatch. Good girl, Linda. How did it go? Just out of curiosity, was it the same or did you have to go up a hook size or down a hook size? Please let me know. I'd love to know. Laurie says, I have to tell you, it was very difficult to not buy some scrubby yarn for Marty's shorts. It was on sale. Oh, Chuck, we have this little conversation about Marty wearing special shorts. He's going to be modeling some shorts that I might crochet. And you know, Marty's all the way from another country. Doesn't live in Melbourne, Australia with me. No one does. Oh no, there's a couple of people on our live that live in Australia. Not everyone lives in Melbourne. There might just be one or two of people live in Melbourne. The rest of the people here, by the way, Chuck, are from UK, USA, New Zealand, and some interstate in Australia. I can't get it out. Canada. They're all over the place. They're everywhere. Laura Camille, you all are cool, no pun intended. Mary, you know the Hollies. I know the Hollies, but I just don't remember the song. I'll have to see if I can remember it later. I love that song, Chuck. I had no idea that's what it was called. Okay, see, there you go. Maybe I know the song, but the lyrics are not coming to me. And I'm really into lyrics of songs, so that's interesting. Does it matter if the width is the same, but the length is like a centimeter or 2 cent or two different? Okay, this is a question I get a lot, and I'm going to talk about that in a minute. Watch me go down to serious. Oh, when it comes to crochet, I go right back into serious. I'll talk about that in a minute. I'm holding the gauge swatch to remind me. Hey, Chuck, how much would a woodchuck, Chuck, if a woodchuck, Chuck, let's try this. How much, I'm going to do this right. How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Now that's slow. Let's try it fast. Are we ready? How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? Did I say it right? I did. Yeah, I said it right. But I slowed down at the end, didn't I? Bonnie, you're fine. A lot of people make that mistake. I'll wear either color. Everyone's saying hello. That's not funny, girl. Linda. Yes. Should I go down? I'm going to talk about it in a second. Actually, give me 1 second. Everyone in the corner. Everyone in the corner. I know, right? Everyone in the corner. Breathe. Says Green. Breathe. I lost the plot before. I don't know what happened. The Christmas table runner is in Mary's playlist. Oh, thanks, Margaret. You know, it's in the Christmas playlist. Yes. It's in the Christmas playlist. Thank you. But I just, for the life of me, can't remember what I called it. I couldn't remember if I called it Christmas Table Runner, and I couldn't remember if I called it Candy Cane Table Runner. You know, I can't remember. I'd have to think about it. Cheer up, Mary. Hi, Sherry B. How are you? Water time, says Green. Let's have a drink. You push back on me and put me there for not saying my bad stuff. I know, right, Bonnie? Marty with the woodchuck line, saying that's why he's permanently in the corner. Marty's always in the corner. He has to adjust. He's the king of the corner. You know that. He wears a crown in the corner. Mary needs a holiday. I think he wants to come up. I'm done. I'm gonna go to sleep after the live. Yes, we are 29 and our children are all still small children. Oh, my children, they must have, I don't know what happened. One of them's going to be older than me next year. That's sad. That's sad. The yarn for the gauge. Oh, excuse me, guys. I don't know what's wrong to that. The yarn for the gauge swatch is picked out, and in front of me, I'm a step closer. Great Camille. Well, it's going up on Monday by sheer accident. Should have gone up Friday. Oh, good. And in the corner, in crochet shorts, I'll be there with bells on. Oh, my gosh. Chuck is going to fit in so well here. You're going to fit in so well. We're going to talk about live antics in a minute, Chuck. You're going to love it. I'll never tell. That's a woodchuck secret. We'll take it to a great. You're going to fit in well, Chuck. Get in the corner on your first live. You know, Chuck, we got a thing where if people are naughty on our channel, we pop them in the corner. They say naughty things that make me laugh. We pop them in the corner. Now, to be in the corner, she's disappeared, guys. To be in the corner is not a bad thing. That's where I keep all my gorgeously hand-dyed yarn. It's actually an honor in our place here at Crochet Designs to be in the corner. And I used to say, get in the corner, when someone really made me laugh. And Marty is a champion at doing that. He's got the great or the best dad jokes, if you will. Linda S. and Bonnie, Ashley and Green. Yes, everyone's saying hello, hello. Well done. Good luck doing this one on the line. I'm not pleasant. I'm not a all right, here we go. I'm not a pleasant plucker. I'm a pleasant plucker's son, but I'll pluck your pheasants till the pheasant plucker. There's no way I'm doing that. I'm sorry. I'm done, Marty. I'm spent. I'm not going to be able to do that. Sorry. Water time, says Green. Let's all have a water. All right. Wendy. Hi, Wendy. We're going to talk about this in a minute. Ashley, give me a second. I've missed so much chat. Chuck, welcome to the madhouse. I know, right, Ash? It's called Boogie Yarn. Boogie Yarn? Really? Or are you making that up? Are you making that up, Camille? Get in the corner. Are you making that up, young lady? It's the naughty corner. It's the naughty corner, not the naughty corner. Well, we call it the naughty corner here, Laurie. We've never been one to call it the naughty corner. I know a lot of people do call it that. We just call it the naughty corner. I like to tell people that in the old days, that's what you did. Not that I was around in the old days. You got sent to the naughty corner. Might as well pitch a tent for me in the corner. I love hand-dyed yarn, asked Camille. Well, look, hand-dyed yarn it's pretty amazing, but gee, it can get expensive. It can get costly. You know, especially for me, whom some of us are, this is hand-dyed yarn, by the way. Some of us are on the round side. I know I like to say I'm tall in width, but not length. I'm a little tiny shorty, but I've got lots of width, lots of it, girth, if you will. So naughty. So when I purchase yarn, it has to be a lot of yarn to get around this girth, width, whatever you want to call it, to get around this. You have to have plenty of yarn. I'm going to have another drink, guys. I'm going to finish this water today. Cheers. Yeah, he fits. Well, we don't know if Chuck is a guy. Could be a girl. I didn't read that as a... I know, right? Get in the corner, young lady. Camille. I'll look at all of this I have missed. Bougie. Bougie. Oh, is that what it's called? Bougie yarn. I call it boogie yarn. I can't do the phonics for it. Okay. It doesn't matter. We don't worry about phonics here. We share it all around. She has to put us all down before we leave. Oh, not really. We've heard stories about the old days. That's it, Laurie. That's the one. We've heard stories about the old days. That's the excuse I'm using, and I'm sticking to it. Old days. We are only 29, though, right, Linda? We don't know much about the old days, do we, hun? I'm fluffy like good yarn. Oh, you're like Fluffy Kitten then. She's so cute. I just like the name Fluffy Kitten. When we were 5, Linda. Yes, I know, right? When we were 5. I'm not fat. I'm fluffy, says Sherry. Okay, what a time, says Green. I think I've caught up with the chat. Cheers. So the last time Long Cool Woman checked, she's female. So Chuck is female. Yeah, I have to check occasionally too, Long Cool. Sometimes I go, who's that bloke in the mirror? Oh, it's me. It was me. So how much we need for top down top? All right, let's talk about that. First, let's answer Ashley's question. Ashley, really important for you to get that gauge right. So I would make sure I tried the gauge in a different size hook first before just assuming that if it's about 2 centimeters bigger, that it's going to be okay. Won't be okay. Now, I say the width you have to be perfect with, okay? The width, absolute must. Now, let me talk about the width. I'll pop it on first. Okay, there it is. So let's say if you said, oh, the width is about 1 centimeter off, 1 centimeter per 10 how many stitches are there? It's not 10, there might be 14, 12, I can't remember. So a centimetre per this. So centimetre, 2 centimetres. Hang on, now let me try that properly. I didn't get to the edge. 1 centimetre, yeah. This is what I mean. 2 centimetres. No, that's a centimetre. Yeah, that's right. Sorry, 1. Come on, you can do this, Mary. 2, 3, and let's say 3.5 centimetres bigger, right? If yours is 3.5 centimetres in width, imagine that being, your top will be like that. I can't stretch it because I don't want to stretch it. I don't want to stretch it, yeah? Your top will be from there to there. It'll be right off the shoulders, right? And not only that, it'll be that big when I say go ahead and do your the rest of your top down, right? So you need to get the width absolutely correct. It's as simple as that. That needs to be correct. Width meaning that part of it, yeah? Meaning that part. You need to get that correct. You said if it's longer this way, you could get away with it, but not. Because once I tell you to go ahead and do your rounds all the way to your size, or in part 3, we're going to work on your own personal size as well. Just know that if you work on your personal size, you have to adjust your underarm stitches as well. Be careful there, yeah? But if we worked on the size that I have and I say go ahead and do, I don't know, 7 rows or 5 rows, whatever it is for your size, your underarm part being longer is going to end up right down here, way down below your underarm, and it's going to look a little off, which means you'll have to take undone 2 rows or 3 rows for it to suit your size. So if you're not going to work on the gauge swatch this way, keep popping your top on like you see me doing here. Keep popping it on and make sure it goes off the shoulders a little bit and just slightly under the arm there. All right. But we're going to talk about that in part 3. Part 1 was all about just playing with this part of it. How much yarn do you need? Well, I'll talk about that in the tutorial. It depends on your how far down you want your top to go. This is a top that goes down. So you go down this way, you're here, and then I say, right, head off on your own and do 15 million rows of that, or as many rows of that until you reach your size of your measurement. This is not to suit me now. This, after we pass the important parts where all the measurements are done, and you just have to make the base to see how long you want yours to go, that's entirely up to you. But I give you, in the tutorial, I give you a rough amount. I don't give you an exact amount for this particular reason. A rough amount of how much yarn you will need to reach the measurement that I am going to make for myself. All right. But if you wanted to make yours longer, which I state in the tutorial, so really listen to that, you need the extra yarn for that. And the reason I'm making it to reach a certain point is because, you know, some of us, like I said, tall in width, it will be too much for me to keep going. I won't be able to afford all the yarn. So I've given that length on the tutorial. So stay focused on that length, thinking, well, do I want it that short? Maybe I want mine a little longer. So you'll, excuse me, so you'll need an extra skein. So just keep that in mind when you see part 2, which is was supposed to go up yesterday, which will go up definitely on Monday because it's done. I just have to rewatch it, yeah? And so you'll see that on Monday and you'll think, well, what does she mean? 7 to 8 skeins, 4 to 5 skeins? What does she mean? That's what I mean. Give yourself 4 to get you out of trouble for a shorter top if you're a smaller size, and then 5 if you want it a little bit longer. Give yourself 6 if you're the large, and so on. I think I make it longer than that, but anyway, more than that. So keep in mind you may need a little bit more yarn if you are larger in width, like somebody else I know. So I'm giving you rough ideas. And then I say to you, right, you may need an extra half a skein or something if you want to go, you know, 2 more rounds down or 3 more rounds down. The sleeve itself will be a short sleeve, okay? If you want it longer, add an extra skein. And I say that in the tutorial. I'm just making a little short sleeve top that I'm going to wear over my vest during winter and also on a chemise or a singlet top during summer. So I can wear that all year round. And I'll try it on a few times during our winter. Then I'm going to put it aside and keep it for our spring here in Australia and our summer. But I will wear it a few times on the live so you can see it But after, it will be locked away for our spring summer, because that's what I'm making it for, our spring summer. And you guys overseas, wherever you are, and are having your spring summer now, that top is going to be perfect for you because it's made of cotton and it's a little bit lacy. Yeah, well, not really. It's straight from here to here, and then you get a little stitch down below. I'm really struggling. I've got hiccups. I've got everything today. Cheers. Going to finish my water today. Oof. And I've lost all the chat. Well, excuse me. So how much do we need? Yes, I've answered that. When things heat up, they expand. We're not fat. We're just hot. Says Marty. You can get out of the corner now, hon. I like that statement. Or go back in the corner for that. I know, right, Marty? And Camille says she's very hot. I'm like, overheated. Long corner black dress. Remember that song? Okay. Oh, I've got some missing chats there. That's all right. My second husband sang to me on our first date. Oh, he was in a band. Oh, that's nice. A band. And my legs, yes. Brings back fun memories. Yep. I went down a hook size, and length was like 0.5 centimetre longer, but width was fine. Okay, when you're doing that part, just try it on over you then, Ashley. Just try it on. Isn't that interesting how that didn't work? But anyway, that's all right. Try it on over your shoulder and stuff before you do the last round, or the last 2 rounds. Yeah, just try it on. When I say to you, head off on your own and do your 6 rounds or 7 or 8 for your size, whatever. Do 1 round less and then try it on if it's longer. I can't think of any other way that's going to... Once you do the top bit, the rest is easy. I wouldn't worry too much about it, yeah? When I ask myself who is that bloke in the mirror, it's time to shave my woman moustache. And the beard. Oh my gosh. I often wonder why that old lady keeps staring at me in the mirror. Me too, Sherry. I said, can you get out of my house? I don't know who you are. I can't even recognize you these days. That's what I said. I just choose the yarn I had a lot of. Okay, and that's okay. As long as it was a 4-weight yarn or a 10-ply here in Australia. So I know you're not from Australia, so I'll say 4-weight for you. But as long as it's a 10-ply in Australia, yeah? Or a 4-weight overseas. I just choose a yarn I had a stop. Yes. Yes, that's fine. It makes no sense. We're only 29. I know. Oh my gosh, this 29 thing's going to come back and bite me one day. It's already biting me. I told you the story about my son, didn't I? About being 29. So how many? So I buy the right amount. So, well, look, can you wait till Monday? Because I can't remember. I put it in the tutorial, but I didn't give you a right amount. I think for each size I said 4 to 5 skeins, 5 to 6 skeins. I went like that. And it gives you the idea that maybe, or 7 to 8 skeins or whatever, maybe you need a little bit more if you're going to keep going. Yeah. So it says it in the tutorial. Can you wait till Monday? Is that all right? Yeah, Monday we crochet top down. Yes. Monday, definitely. Because it's done. All I needed to do was rewatch. I did fall asleep straight away. Water time, says Green Cheese. Told you I'm going to finish this glass today. Or cup, I should say. Or jug. An old jug full. If you think about it, a jug or a jar or whatever you want to call this, I don't care. You can call it a ball of yarn. I don't care. Everything's yarn in this house. Oh, there's a house? No, it's a ball of yarn. There's a car. Ball of yarn. Or skein. Depending on which country you come from. Cheers. Do you know, before I started on YouTube, it was always a ball of yarn, because our yarn, and in the way they used to say it in the old days, you wound your yarn up and worked with a ball of yarn. You didn't work with a hank or a skein. You worked with a ball of yarn. So I'm from the old days, which was only 28 years ago now, because I'm 29. I had to, grow 1 year. And I don't know what I'm saying. And so we used to call it a ball of yarn in the old days. So there you go. So best to get like 9. I can't remember, Laurie. I would suggest if you're tall in weight. I meant to say width. You're tall in width. I would get 9. Because you're tall too, aren't you, Bonnie? Did you say once that you're really, really tall as well? I'm in a band called the Devays. We only do covers. I did say that right, Devays, didn't I? You only do covers. Get in the corner, Marty. Adjust the crown, and don't touch any of the fancy yarn. Better too much than too little. I would suggest probably if you're tall in both sides with that length, you would probably need 9. Yes, depending on how tall you are. I'm trying to remember what you look like. I know I've seen a picture of you. I'm trying to remember. I'm using the 3 red velvet Karen cakes I got in my box. I won. I just hope I can get more of it at Spotlight. Ashley, how many do you have? Oh, it's 3 of them. Is it 3? Red velvet. Did I give you that? Or did someone else give it to you? I got in my box. I won. I just hope 3 red velvet Karen cakes. Oh, was that the big Karen cakes? The big ones? Yes, I'm pretty sure I gave her those ones. 3 of them. That makes 2, 4, 600 grams. It won't be enough. It might be 600 grams. No, you would probably need, believe it or not, you would probably need 1 more. Look, have a play with, no, you would. I'm probably guaranteeing you will need, if it's what I'm thinking of, you would probably need 1 more. And that one there, you probably couldn't wear in summer, spring or summer, yeah? Good one. Marty's all right like that. He's all right, our Marty. This is why we love it when he comes in. He entertains us, yeah? Who's worried about their balls of yarn? I know, right? There's got to be so much in stock somewhere. Well, balls of scrubby yarn are something to worry about. I'm a 1 or 2XL. You know, I can't remember. I'm guessing. I should remember that because I think I'm one of those. One of those? What did I have? Oh, that's right. I said I had 7 skeins, but I think I should buy another one. So I think I needed 8 skeins for my size. I'm trying to remember. I don't know. The video is just not coming to me. I'd have to look it up. Do you mind waiting till Monday, guys? Bonnie says she's 5'4". Okay, so 7 or 8 maybe from what I've seen of you. 8 at least. Yeah. I'm thinking your size. These are rough measurements, guys. I have to look at the video. Marty says, I'm terrible when I shop for yarn for a specific project. It says 4 balls and I get 67 just in case. And that's okay if you're getting cheaper yarn. But if you're going to use the hand-dyed stuff, they're like $28 per skein or $36. Now, some of them have gone right up to $37 and $38 per skein. These ones here, I believe these ones are $36 or $35. And that's just one. It's 100 grams, right? And if you're anything like me and you need for DK weight, you need, not Aaron that we're working on, but the DK weight, I need. Oh my gosh, if you wanted to make a top for yourself, what would I need? What did I use last time? I used 480. Oh, that's right. I used about 470 or 80 grams for this top, right? If I needed to make it like a normal sweater, it would be 800, 900, about 1,100 or 1,200 grams. So it would be, how many skeins? 11 skeins at $36 or $35 each. I don't think so. So you would use a little bit of a cheaper yarn for it, like a Bendigo yarn, which, look, the quality is still fantastic. It's just not hand-dyed. And it's not superfine merino, the good stuff. It's just wool. It's good wool, and it's nice and soft, but it's not the superfine merino, the fancy stuff, the nice, soft, you can walk around, and it's like being cuddled by a koala or something. Being cuddled by a sheep. Not tall, but fluffy. I know, right? So I would suggest just being wary and how far down you want your top to go. Focus on how far down you want your top to go, yeah? You will need another skein if you want your top to go further down than what I say in my tutorial. So maybe give yourself an extra skein, yeah? From box I got from you. Yeah, no, I get it now, Ashley. I don't think 600 grams will be enough for you. And I'm thinking from memory of what I've seen of you, I think that little bit extra. Look, try it. See how far down you go. It will not go past your hips. If you want it past your hips, forget it. Yeah. But I could say you might need a little bit extra. XL is extra lovely. Oh, thanks, Marty. I'm in that category. Actually, I'm, to be fair, working on from here to here. I'm working on a large and not an extra large because I'm literally short all here and short from my neck to the waist. So I think, you know what, I'm going to work on the large here. And when I get to here, it's just going to come out a little bit extra large, you know. Just starts from the underarms where it gets a little extra large. I'm trying not to sound too bad about it. How many grams is each ball of that yarn? The one we're working on, that's 100 grams. Okay, so that's 100 grams. That one there that I showed you, the fancy stuff, was also 100 grams, yeah? But this one here, 100 grams. So you would need, say if you, just say for argument's sake, you're making one that's 800 grams worth, you need 8 skeins. Or if you're making one that's 700 grams worth, you'll need 7 skeins. But I do work in balls on the channel for that particular reason, because this one here, you know, I found, and I don't know if it's just me working with Karen cakes, some of it is thick and some of it is thin. Now, I don't know if it's just me, but I found that while I was working with this, and I found when I did it, this part, this color here, super thick. When I got down to the light pink, very thin. I don't know. It could just be me. Could be a bad scheme, but I've opened up a lot of schemes because I've tried this top 3 times. 3 times. It did get right. I got it right on the 3rd time though. And I found out where I was going wrong. I was going wrong right there, from there to there. I got this part correct and I thought something's not right. It's correct in the width and the length at the back, but it's not correct in the length of the shoulder. What have I done? And I realized that it was a count that I'd done. I thought that count doesn't add up. That doesn't seem right. So I did it again. And when you do it for one size and then you adjust it for all the other sizes, which I only did 3 sizes in that, to be fair, none of them worked out. So it wasn't just my top. All of your tops for all the sizes that you were or that you are, it wouldn't have worked out if I put that video through. So glad I never put it through. And I know I kept saying to you, oh, it's coming, it's coming. And it wasn't coming because I couldn't work out why whenever I did mine, it didn't look right. The first time it didn't look right. The second time it looked right when I put it on, but there was something about this section. And I knew, and all it was, from memory, I think I was either 5 or 8 stitches short from here. So imagine an extra 5 or 8 stitches. Yeah, that would give you, I don't know, 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters more, 5, I don't know, 7 even. I don't remember how many centimeters 5 stitches gives you, right? But that would give you that extra space, making it fit perfectly. Whereas mine wasn't. It was fitting right here. It looked great in front. When you were looking at it on the screen, it looked great. But at the back, it kind of sat, and I'll show you, it went across here and sat there. The rest was all here. And I thought, it didn't make any sense. Something wasn't right. And I worked it out. She's so naughty. Marty gets it. Marty, you're so cute. There's much cheaper yarn if you're quicker than the security guard. We won't discuss that live, Marty. Bad boy. $35 Australian dollars is $22.58 US. That's if you're buying the fancy stuff. Now that yarn is superfine merino. It is gorgeous to, like, you touch that stuff. That's why I don't use it, because all I want to do is cuddle it. But we are going to be using it on the channel. In fact, like I said, I made this, it's still sitting here. I made this one for Father's Day about you can see the hand dyed, how it's dyed, right? I made that for Father's Day. And that one there is superfine merino. It's fancy stuff. When you wear it, it's like It's like being cuddled by a sheep. It really is. So you can make something like that with it because you know you don't need a lot, and it would be perfectly soft for your fella. And that's what I did on the channel last year. It was the biggest selling, not selling, the biggest, the fastest growing project on my channel. Even though it's not a lot of views now, we're having some connection issues. Even though it's not a lot of views right now, but it was a lot of views for the short amount of time that I had uploaded it. So the fact is, it's probably because I used the fancy yarn. It's probably because it was a gorgeous fit as well. There were so many reasons why that particular piece did well. But that's superfine merino. That's the good stuff, yeah? Marty, that's why you're that kind of, you're the kind of the corner. The kind of the corner. I'm a large or extra large, depends on the chest. I know, right, Bonnie? Marty, now you're naughty in the corner. Yes, he's a bad boy, isn't he? I want it all the way down past the... Well, you're going to need a lot of yarn if you want it past that area of roundness. Of, in my case, humongous. No, actually, I'm not there. Not there. I'm not down. From the waist down, I'm quite small. It's just from the waist up. Things is double the size. Bad girl. I'll send you photo of it. No, I know what it is, Ash. I know the yarn. I don't think it's enough for a top. So be wary of it, yeah? Add white to red, then you can use it. Oh, I see. Yes, you could use that for sure. Just sent you a photo. Oh, that's all right. I know the one you're talking about. I don't think it's enough. You think it is? No, I don't think it is. I have noticed that about Caron yarns too, even the acrylic. And I don't use Caron yarns a lot because I do tend to use Bendigo Woolen Mills, which is the very large skeins that you see, these big round ones that you see lying around. Bendigo Woolen Mills here in Victoria, they've been running for years and years and years. They've been going forever here in Australia. And they make a 200-gram skein. Now, that's a good size. It's 400 meters per skein. Not sure what that is in yards. You guys work with yards overseas. I should have the meters and yards conversions here. Most of them. Not all of them, but some of them. Just so that I can talk about it to you. And if you think about it, 400 grams. 400 grams. I use 4 of those skeins. There you go. That's something to think about. 4 4s are 16. I use 1600. So there you go. 1600 meters for a sweater from myself. And if I'm talking sweaters, I always make the extra large, the bigger version, right? So I use 1600 meters. Do that in yards, right? Calculate that as being a cheaper yarn, yeah? And that yarn there, think about 1600 meters. Actually, let me tell you the meterage of this yarn. It'd be interesting to know if he's got it on there. Oh, I don't think he has. Oh, he has. It's, I'll tell you, he hasn't got it. It just says DK weight. Let me try the other one. He's more newer yarn. He might have his more newer labels. Oh, hang on, I think he's got it on this one. There's no meterage on that one. Isn't that interesting? I'll try another brand. Isn't that interesting? No meters on that one. Not even grams. But I know, I have asked him. He said it's 100 grams. And this one here, look at gorgeous, this one. We are definitely making something. Look at those colours. To die for. We're definitely making something on the channel with that one. And let me tell you, this one here, oh, I hope I've got it. Oh, yeah, they have. Here we go. It's, oh, this is a good one. This has got meters and yards. It's 200 meters or 219 yards per skein. And this one here, I'm trying to remember the price. I couldn't tell you. It would be roughly the same. It would be like $28, $33, something like. My brain is saying 33, but I don't remember. I'm not going to say it because I don't want, I don't know how to say it. DXCHEL, that's the name of it. Dishell, maybe? Dishell, to yell at me. But how gorgeous is this? Look at the colours. Look at them. Last year at Bendigo Woolen Mills, they had a theme of fire and ice, and I think that's why this was created for. Not Bendigo Wool and Mills, Australian Sheep and Wool Show, the Bendigo show, yeah. So that would be interesting to see these people again and maybe get a contrast color. We can make something. We're definitely making something on the channel with that. As I'm like a 4XL, yes, you will need quite a lot, Ash. You will need more. There's 600 grams is not enough for you. Check the meterage. Can you check the meterage on that yarn for me? Because it should say the meters on it. Check the meters for me. I can't for the life of me remember. Yeah, it's roving. Yes. Yes, that's what it is. Yeah. Mary, are we doing? Yes, we are. Live Antics. We call ours Live Antics. Stitch Antics is middles. Ours is Live Antics. Yeah. You'll find mine. This is our Live Antics, by the way, Chuck. We do a thing called Live Antics. All the names of subscribers whom are on the live at the moment go into this hat. I pick out a name and they choose a color combination of our very next tutorial. Very exciting. Now, I'm a little bit behind, right? But to be fair, this is the one that we did the other day, which was Linda S's color combination. Thank you, Linda, for yours. And we're going to choose that color cotton again, which is a light 2/8 cotton. We're making something a little smaller again, so get excited. Add 10% of the meters to get the yardage, give or take a few. Thank you, Chuck. I love that one. I know it's so beautiful, isn't it? Beanie says, you know what, Green? We could do a beanie. Especially for us here in Australia right now, we're in the middle of winter. We could do a beanie for that. Yeah, we could. It's 2 a.m. here, so I really need to get some sleep. Oh, Marty, we'll see you soon, darling. Oh, should have done Live Antics earlier. We've waited so long, haven't we? I got so sidetracked. Now, Live Antics, we're going to pop everyone's name. Marty, we'll see you soon, darling. You take care. 350 meters per skein. And no, well, it's not going to fit. You'll need more. 3 is not enough for a top-down top. It is if you are an extra small. No, even if you're a medium, you could get away with a top-down top for 3. These are all guessing, guys. I don't have the pattern in front of me. I can't remember. The brain, just why am I shaking it for when no one's given me their names yet? Please let me know if you want to be a part of Live Antics. I'll pop your name in the hat. Your name will be mentioned in the tutorial, but just a first name. I don't say, well, she's married to what's his name or he's married to what's his name. I don't say anything. I'm so naughty. I don't say anything like that. I don't say you've got a dog and a cat and you live in the US or you live in Australia or you live in the UK or you live in Africa. I don't say any of those things. All I say is Bonnie chose the color combination of this particular tutorial, which she did. She chose the color combination. Her name will be mentioned in the tutorial. It will be mentioned on the Facebook post and on the Instagram post as well. So please just say yes if you want to be a part of it. We've already got Sherry B saying yes. We've got Rose Garland. We've got people saying yes. Hi, Corinne. Lovely to have you here, hon. So everyone is saying yes. Sherry B, darling, you are in the hat. Woohoo. Bonnie, I'm guessing you want to be a part of it, even though you've been chosen. Like Wendy, she's got 2 projects this week because she was chosen twice. So you know what I mean? Look, there's no rules to this game. Yeah. We've got the 2 Lindas. They're both on. They are both on. Well, we'll leave that aside. We'll do the Lindas later. Yvonne's not here. Linda W. Look, we'll do the Lindas later because I'm going to see if both the names are here. Marty's gone to bed. Good night, Marty. Marty's gone to bed. Good night, Marty. Ashley, good in bed. Okay, she's so naughty. Ashley, you're in, baby. Carla's not here. Wendy. There you go. Wendy's in. I'll let someone else have a turn. Oh, you don't want to go in, Wendy? Okay, you sure? I can leave you out. It's okay. If you like. But you've got 2 projects this week coming. 2 projects. I better work. Oh, there's a big name. No, she's not here. That big name's not here. Lovely Luana's here, darling. Water time, says Green. Let's have a quick drink. Cheers. Camille, baby, you're in. Oh, you've just said yes as I said your name. Oh, this could be your day. Dorothy, ... Are you still here? I'll pop you in. If your name's called out and you're not here, I will give it to somebody else. Sorry, guys. But there's Laurie. Laurie, darling, you are in. Elaine is not here. Nifty's not here. And I'm going to have to write the rest. We have one Linda, so I may have to write. There's a sheet of paper here. Yes, good. All right, I'm going to put Linda W. No, there's no Linda W. Let's put Linda S. Oh, I've put it in red. Can you believe it? Now she's got two. I'll just go over it. Linda S, you're in. Again, even though you did that, you're still in. And I'll do Linda W. Is it Linda W? What is it? Go back, Mary. Bad girl. She doesn't know. She doesn't know anything. It's Linda W. I was right in the first place. Excuse me. All right, so Linda W. Give me one moment. Now, I have redone, and I nearly put Linda A. I have redone these names because the other, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago, I dropped the hat. The names fell out, and I squashed them when I went to pick them up. Not all of them, some of them. And so I just redid the names. Linda W., you're done. I made a mess of your name, but I know who you are. You're not Linda A, you're Linda W. I scribbled over the A. Excuse me. Let's see how many people I haven't put in yet. Let's see. Let's go back to where we started from. Sherry's in. Laurie's in. Catherine's not in. We'll do Catherine. Corinne's in. Green Butterfly. Did I name your name? Green. Let's do Catherine. Catherine. We'll do Chuck while we're here because, oh, look, I'll do Chuck, but then I really should think about using your other word, the cool or something, yeah. Linda S is in. Chuck is in. It's going to be in a minute. Can I get it from Spotlight? Yes, you can, Ashley, if they still sell it. Keep your eyes peeled. And it doesn't matter if it's a different dye lot. It just let it flow, yeah? Use the first three first and then use the rest for down there. Don't worry about different dye lots in that one. It looks like you planned it if you do it from the base down, yeah? Linda W's in. Ashley's in. Wendy said she's going to let somebody else have a go. Green, I'll check yours. I can't remember if you're in there. Luana, I think I said your name. Margaret, I didn't say yours. Please let me know if you haven't seen me put your name in the hat. Yeah, saying your name is one thing, but if I didn't put it in the hat, please let me know. I will cut out the ones that I've got before you let me know, just so you can see if your name is here. So, Catherine, you, honey, are in the hat. You're done. Chuck, you are in the hat. Chuck's in the hat. And Margaret, you are in the hat. Now, right now, please let me know if you haven't seen your name go in the hat. I don't know if I put you in the hat, Luana. Please let me know, guys. Can you tell me if you haven't seen me put your name in the hat? That would be great. Actually, Ashley, are you going this weekend to buy the yarn? Can you wait until Monday or not? Let me know. That way I can go through the pattern and you can see how much you need for your size. Woohoo, I'm in the hat. Yeah. We're all squashed in the hat except me. I should put my name in the hat, you know. I should put my name in the hat. I get to choose a colour too, you know. You're not the only ones. You know I do that anyway, guys. Like I chose this one here. There are many projects that I choose for myself. The reason I do this kind of thing is just to allow you guys, the subscribers, to be a part of our channel and to be a part of Wow Crochet Designs. And you also, like some of the colours you guys have chosen, I thought I would never put those two together. And then I make it and think, wow, it's not that bad, you know. You should, says Camille. I know, but I do choose when I'm making the big projects like the blankets. Not true. There is one blanket that still hasn't been made that 3 of our subscribers chose. For the life of me, can't remember their names, and it's in the old book, but I still have the old book. I don't throw them out until 6 months. I don't even throw them out. I pop them in a tub. I got books that go way back to last, 5 years. And there's 3 people. I can't for the life of me remember their name. Have I got the old book on the table? No, I haven't. Got the new book. And I do have their names, and I was going to make a V-stitch blanket, and we still are going to make a V-stitch blanket. All right, so keep in mind that is coming with the 3 names, the 3 ladies that chose those colours. I couldn't get it out then, just the 3 ladies, yeah? All right, so probably Wednesday. All right, well then the tutorial will be up on Monday, Ashley, and you'll know then how many skeins of yarn you can use. Wow, crochet, yes, and green, yes. Green, did I put your name in? I think I did. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna cry. She's gonna cry. Dorothy, I put in. I don't know if Dorothy's still with us. Is Dorothy still in the room? In the room. What's she doing in my room? Luana's still here. Yeah. Green, I don't know if I put you in. Cherry B. Ashley. Oh, I don't know what the names are here. Linda S. Oh, Linda W. Oh, they're all there. Green, I don't think I put you in, darling. That's funny. Did I put you in? Sorry, back. Oh, Bonnie, good. I haven't popped your name in. I did pop your name in. Yes, I did. Green, I'm going to pop your name in. I don't think I put it in. Did anybody hear me say Green's name? I just went through the whole list. It doesn't seem to be there. But I know I've got one written for you. I don't know. Unless it fell out, unless I did put it in. But anyway, Green, you're in. You don't seem to be on the list. Bonnie, I've got your name in here. You are, Dorothy, good. You're in the hat, honey. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, everyone's name's in the hat. Please tell me if you did not hear me put your name in the hat, because I'm going to call it 3, 2, 1 and a half and a quarter and a little bit less. I'm going to call it now, guys. I'm going to call it. You don't say your name again. I'm going to call it. Right. Am I in? Yes, honey, I put your name in. I put it in, didn't I? I said, oh, I don't know if Bonnie's still with us, but I think she is. I did put it in because, yep, because all the other names are nifty. Yep, you're in, baby. Are you ready? Ashley, $11.90 at the moment, Spotlight. Normally $17.90. Okay. Well, hopefully it's there on Monday for $11.90. No, didn't hear that, Green. Just check when it's going out. If you want, I could check it later and message you. I can't guarantee it though, because the weekend is real busy for me. 3, 2, and 1. We've got one. Who is it? Tell me. Here we go. Who is it? Well, it's upside down for starters. It's Luana. Luana, the lovely Luana. Luana, honey, you get to choose the color combination of our next tutorial. Just one color, and it's from, oh my gosh, where is it? It's from the colors that we've been talking about lately. The Katona, not these two. They will not be on it, yeah? But you can have any one of these colors, and it's one color only today. Let me see if I can find the colors for you. We've got a yellow. We've got the red. Oh, look at that purple. Bonnie. We've got a purple. I'm not putting the green in, not for this project. I find it a little too dark for this project, so you won't be choosing from the green. There is a yellow. I've got the yellow. What else is it? Orange. There's an orange. And you won't need a lot. It's going to be a small project. It's a small project. And the blue. There's a blue. Oh, no, we've got the blue. You can't use the blue and the orange because we just used that this week, and I don't want to have that on the channel. You know what? I'll put the green in. You can decide whether you want the green or not. I personally think it's a little dark for what we're going to use it for, but you know what? You might want the green. And that's what I say to people. Sometimes your colours are important. Let's put them in colours so you can see them properly. All right? It's like a colour range. I don't know if it's right, but there we go. You go yellow, orange. What is with that orange taking over the place? You go yellow, orange, red, purple, green. Choose one of these colours. One of these colours. Bonnie. Not Bonnie. Let's try Luana. Come on, Mary, get it right. Hubby, so I had to answer. That's all right. So Luana, honey, you are chosen today. Which colour would you like? Until she chooses, letting you know that this Monday, red, I love you so much, Luana. Everyone knows that red's my favourite colour. So we're going to put down red. I'm going to do a sneak peek of Wendy's project for this week. I'm going to do a sneak peek in a minute, but I just want to get this written down because I will forget and then I will be grumpy. So lovely Luana has chosen the red. Yay! Yay! And it's going to be like that. Yes. All right. I'm just thinking, writing down what I'm doing. Hang on. It's going to be like that. All right. So thank you, Luana. That is a beautiful red. This is Kotona Sheepies cotton. It is a light 2-weight. You will need a 2-weight for this project. You could get away with a 3-weight. Might be a little heavy. It's a small project, though. Keep that in mind. It is their Kotona cotton. And that name, Sheepies, it's like a sheep cheese. It looks like that. It's called sheep cheese, but it's actually pronounced sheepies. So keep that in mind. Thank you, lovely Luana. Let's put these orange and green back. Let's try orange and blue back in the bag. And I'm going to put all these names back so we can have them ready for next week. Gorgeous. And that's done. Now let's do a sneak peek. And when I say sneak peek, I'm not going to show you the whole thing. I'm going to show you some of the colour that I came up with. Well, it's a Karen cake as well, but I only had one of them, so I can't show you the label. Hang on, is this a label? Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, this is the label. It's called Boho Floral, but you can't see the colour from it. But I'm just going to do something like, oh, it's a lot to show you, but I want to try and show you some colours. That's all you're going to see. That's it. Now, it is a 10-ply or a 4-weight cotton. So you can use any 10-ply or any 4-weight cotton for this project. It's not a small project. It's not a big one like this. It's not a small one like this, but it could be like, you know, that. It's just like that. I do that a lot when I don't want to tell you what it is. But keep in mind that that is coming this week because that's almost ready. It needs what I like to call a base round and then maybe a little border. It could be like, you know, a mat. It could be a something. I don't know. It could be a balloon. It could be a rectangle. It could be anything. Just look how bad I am, guys. But that was a sneak peek and I'm dust everywhere. The allergies are up now. Here goes the allergies. Watch the eyes start crying when I get allergies. The eyes are the first thing that goes. And I end up looking like Sylvester Stallone, you know. When the allergies come in, it goes, uh-oh, Sylvester's out. That's what I say, Sylvester's out. You love the sneak peek? That's it. I'm not going to sneak peek that one because I want that one to be a little surprise. Hey, I'm going to tell you that we've not made one on the channel. And it's one thing that I've been wanting to make for years and years. Didn't put it on the list. We're making that this week. It's so exciting. All right, let me talk about what's happening this week. All right, guys, it's been a very long live, hasn't it? This week we are having this guy right here on Monday, which I don't upload Monday. Top Down Top is coming up Monday. I don't upload on Monday, but because I left it and I should have uploaded it last night, all I needed to do was rewatch. The reason I don't upload something that I haven't rewatched is I always find an error when I rewatch. Always. There's never once that I don't rewatch a video, never been once, ever, that I don't rewatch a video that I didn't find an error. So, and it's already been exported to the computer. So if I find that error, I have to delete that export, which took forever. It goes into the rubbish, and then I start the export. I adjust the original footage, and then I export it a second time, and sometimes even a third time. Yeah, that goes to show you think you're focused when you're editing it, but there's things you miss, right? So there's always an error. So I'll guarantee you I will actually have to adjust that tutorial. So very, very interesting to rewatch. Yeah. So we're getting now Top Down Top Monday, absolute definite because it's done. And I know there's no errors because I kind of have rewatched bits of it, but I know there's no major errors. So that's coming on Monday. Let's have a look at what I've written here. Tuesday, you are getting that. I was going to do part 2 of the top, but I'm not ready for that. Let's try part 3. Part 3 of the top, but I'm not ready for that because I'm going to play with some stitches on that. Because when you do part 3 will be joining your armhole. Yeah, you'll be adding some chains there, and then you have to you know, maybe the extra small could get away with not adding. I doubt it, but you have to. You'll be adding the extra chains, and then you will be doing the dress part. And I will give you 1 round, 2 rounds, 4 rounds. I'm not sure what I'm doing for the dress part. I call it the dress part because it's the part that goes down, yeah? And you will be able to do that. And when you get to a certain length, I might actually try and play with one of the sleeves during that part as well. Look, don't quote me on it, because if I do one of the sleeves first and you get 3/4 of the way down your dress, you think, I don't know if it's going to be enough for the sleeve. Let's do the sleeves first and see how much more yarn I'll need to purchase if something goes wrong and you don't make it the length that you need, but you still need to do the sleeves. Now, the sleeves will be small anyways. They won't be large, so keep that in mind. They won't be long, like they won't be all the way down to the wrist. They're just going to be like a little short thing here. It might not even be a sleeve. It might just be like a drop down thing where I go around a couple of times. I haven't really decided yet, because it's one of those things, again, too, I'm looking at how much yarn I have, but there will be some sort of round on it to make it look nice. So keep in mind that there is going to be something on that sleeve edge to make it look nice, whether it's 1 round, 2 rounds, 4 rounds, whatever. It could be a whole puff. I don't know. It just depends on the amount of yarn. So I've not worked with this yarn very much, so all I've done really with this yarn, to be fair, is washcloths. Washcloths, that's all I've done. I haven't really made garments with it. It's not something I create. It's not something I wear. I don't wear 10-ply cotton. If I'm going to wear cotton, I will wear an 8-ply DK weight or a light 2 weight for the cotton. I never wear a 10-ply or a 4 weight cotton on my person. I will make it for something, blankets, placemats, coasters, whatever. I'll make it, but I won't wear it. Sounds like fisherman's tail. Oh, let's write some stuff down. If you have, I know last week, by the way, guys, you gave me ideas called A-line skirt for the top down, and a lot of you wanted that, so we're doing an A-line look. So it looks like an A-line. It'll go like that, a little bit like that. It won't go all wonky and whatever. It'll just go like that. Not really wide like that, just, you know, that way, that kind of thing. So I know it's a bad picture. You're there and you just go slightly out and then it's there, yeah? All right, so let me write some stuff down. If you have any ideas for the sleeves, otherwise I will just sort my own sleeve out. Yeah. All right, so let's go way back. All right, people have Luana says a placemat. Okay, people are saying things. Yeah, that's all right. Crochet hook cover. Okay, maybe, no. Picturing you in a coaster or two. I couldn't help myself. Oh, uncle, woman, or Chuck, get in that corner, young lady. Get in that corner. Doorknob cover. I love it, Bonnie. I love it. Bonnie, maybe you should stand next to Chuck in the corner. All right, so moving right along. Monday, you're getting the top. Tuesday, you're getting the doorknob cover or special two-top. Two-top. That top. Could you do caplet sleeves? Let me write it. Look, these are ideas. Okay, because you never know with the yarn and how much yarn we have, yeah? Doing the Snoopy dance over to the corner. I know, right? It's great. The corner's great to be in. If you're here in real life, standing in that corner, just opening up bags of yarn, going through all the super fine merino. Oh, it's the die for. I do occasionally have a bit of a cuddle. I can't help myself. I'm such a bad girl. And that's why I decided this year, this. I've been putting the yarn dyed stuff in that corner, the expensive yarn, in that corner for years and not using it. This year, or was it last year, actually? It was, I don't know, just before Father's Day, I decided to start using our beautiful yarn from the corner. Time to start using it. May not be able to make large projects with it because it'll cost me too much. I might one day. I might, just purchase that yarn and buy, not that one, but, a yarn somewhere and make something fancy with it and never do it again. To be fair, I did. The yarn you see here, these skeins here, they're from Tom from Tarnworn Court Farm, or we call it Tarndy Farms, right? And they're not completely cheap, right? They're expensive too. And they come from the Polworth sheep, and that sheep is just to die for. I went and stayed on the farm for a weekend. You guys know this. I did a full video on an interview with Tom. It took forever. And we talked about the sheep. We talked about how he does hand dyes. He dyes yarn on the property. And he has classes, yarn dyeing classes, where you can go there and you can do yarn dyeing with, the full-on chemical dyes, or the fresh dyeing. He picks a certain plant and he dyes yarn with that plant, or that whatever it is. It's a fancy stuff that it doesn't have chemicals in, so that's safe yarn and chemical yarn. So he does them both, and I will see you soon, Ashley. We'll talk to you soon, hon. So he does them both, and I stayed there for the weekend, and we did a full yarn dyeing session with him, which I believe he used the chemical ones for that. But he does do the other stuff as well. So Tom does a lot of stuff. And his yarn, I don't know, I can't remember if it's 20 something or 30 something, but it's that yarn there. I did the boxy sweater with his yarn. It did, it cost me a bit. But he did help me out with price, and we look after each other in the industry. And that's what I tell people. If you build a rapport with someone that you purchase from all the time, they will help you with the purchases as well. They look after you. You still have to pay. I'm sorry, you still have to pay. I still have to pay. But he does look after me as I look after him, and we talk to each other, and we talk about each other on whatever it is that we're doing at the time. So we do look after each other in that way. And Tom, absolute sweet fella. And who was it? One of our subscribers, I can't remember who it was, called him Eye Candy. I'm sure he's happy about that. But yeah, he's a lovely fella. We met Mum that's right. We had a session with Mum. She does the spinning. Everyone on the farm works. His brother works there, his father. They all work there on the farm. They all work on the farm. And we got to see his sheep. I did a full little video thing with a bit of music in the background with his favorite sheep. And we got to see his dogs. There's a lot there. We got to see a lot of things in that video. I'm going to leave the link to that video in the description box down below. The surprise or the giveaway on it is no longer going, because that's a long video, a long time ago. But I'm going to leave that link in a description box down below, and you guys can have a look at that video. It is a long video, but it's a full interview with him. It answers all your questions about his yarn and what he does, how it came across. And the farm has been there for so many years. Like, I don't even know how many families have gone through it. I do know, I remember from the video, but no, I know in the video, but I don't remember offhand. And I answer your questions by also on that video, you subscribers gave me questions to ask him. So I mention a few of our subscribers' names in the video, saying so and so wanted me to ask you. And we're going to do that once again with maybe another farmer eventually, if I can get out to their farms. I would love to do that. And if one farmer says yes, come, stay. Or even if I stay around a corner at a motel or a hotel or something, and then go and see him for the interview. If I can get an interview with another farmer, I will. And you guys can help me with the questions as well. It will be a lot of fun. And I did it once before. I stopped doing it because of that time where we had to stay inside. We won't talk about that time. Nobody wants to hear about that time anymore. That year has been wiped off the calendar. It doesn't exist. It goes from 2019 to 2025. Because we had a lot of problems in between. 2021, I think we lost 5 months here in Australia, in Melbourne. 5 months in the house, straight. 5 months. It stressed me out. So I stopped doing it for that reason. I said I'd pick it up, but I just stopped. I didn't want to pick it up during those times, those horrible times that we didn't know what was going on. So I'm going to start picking that up again, because things have settled. Well, I haven't settled this. It's still there. But we deal with it, yeah? And I've missed all the chat again. Oh, my gosh. Have people left? I'll have to start the top down a week later. I'm going to have to middle daughter time, so I'll be gone a week. Oh, that's all right, darling. It's going to be there, and it's not going to be created all in one week because I'm working with you guys, and I can't do it all in one week with all the other projects that I have. I need to show you a video is coming up soon about a project I just completed. It won't be a video on the channel because I didn't create it the way I wanted to. It probably won't be a tutorial on channel, but I do want to show you the project. So, you know, it's not just YouTube I work on. There's things outside of YouTube. So there, keep that in mind. Cap sleeves, let's write that down. I like the idea of a cap sleeve, to be fair. Who said that? Bonnie. Yeah, I like the idea of a cap sleeve, yeah. Watch out, Mary. Chuck likes hand-dyed yarn. Oh, really? All right, so Linda, I know I'm going to check out the place she mentions for sure. Yes, it is. If you're from overseas, I don't know how the deliveries go to them, but keep in mind that you could ask. It doesn't hurt to ask, yeah? If you're from local, you will get no problems. All right, looking forward to that video. Yes, that video, beautiful Tom and his lovely mum and his family there, and the sheep, especially the sheep. I had a cuddle with one of those sheep. I wish I took the video of that. It's because I was on my own, and he gives you, like, you have plenty of area where you can walk around in. If you're staying on the farm, there's a little cottage up the top, and I stayed in the cottage on my own there. It was, you know, a big cottage, and 3 rooms. Other people could have come, and I was on my own there. And on that weekend, I actually walked around the grounds and had a look-see and had a cuddle with the sheep and stuff. They do tend to run away from you. They're not really, if he's with you, they come running because they think, yo, food. Yo, food. But I did stay at the farm. You can have a weekend stay there. You have to book it with him, yeah. Texas, but it's good yarn. I may indulge myself. That sounded funny. Oh, yeah, I don't know how they go about shipping overseas. I believe they do. And he has it's Polworth sheep, so it's not your average sheep. And look up Polworth sheep. It's just an unusual sheep. And the yarn is the reason I went to his farm, because it was the only wool at the time that I didn't break out in a rash when it touched my skin. Now, I wear wool. This is wool, but I don't like to wear it on the skin. And I find after wearing this top, I'll rash a little bit here, but not much because it's not Polworth sheep. When I wear the Polworth yarn, I don't rash at all. And it's so super soft. That was the first yarn ever I've seen that I didn't rash with. So I needed to have an interview with him. It cost me an arm and a leg to make the boxy sweater. I don't know where that sweater is. I have to think about it. I've worn it a few times and then locked it away, as you do. And I do that because I make more things and wear them. Once I get this room to myself, which is happening in a couple of weeks, I'm so excited. There's a mirror behind us, a big sliding door mirror. In that cupboard is, family members' clothes. Once those family members' clothes are gone, very exciting, I'm going to hang all my crochet garments up in that sliding. And I'll take a full video of the room. It will be done nicely. I've been wanting to do that for ages, but there's just so much stuff everywhere that doesn't belong to me. And I'm thinking, so-and-so won't want me putting that up, and so-and-so won't want me putting that up. I've got kids and family and stuff, and they won't want me showing their items live. So it's got to come out, and that's happening very soon. In a couple of weeks' time. So I'm very excited about that. So this room becomes the yarn room, the craft room. It becomes the craft room. So excited. Never in my life I thought I would have a room just for the craft. So very excited, yeah? How do you spell it, please? Tarndie Farm is Tarndie, I think. Tarndwarn Court. I'll spell that one. I think I know that. It's TARNDWARNCOORT. Farms. In Melbourne, Australia. Victoria, Australia. It's not Melbourne. It's a bit further out. Like it took me to get there. It took me an hour and 20 minutes to get there. Or an hour and 40 minutes. I can't remember. It's not that close, but, you know, you go there in the intent that you're going to stay on the farm, or if you find it expensive to live on the farm for that weekend, you can, you know, book a hotel and stay at the hotel near Colac. Colac is a town here in Victoria, and you could stay there and then just drive to his farm. It's about a 13-minute, 15-minute drive to the farm from Colac, and drive to the farm in the morning, have the, you know, do the yarn dyeing with him. I'm sure he allows it. I don't know, because we did this years ago. I think it was 3 years that I spoke to Tom. I need to do an update with Tom. Now, Tom goes to the Australian Sheep and Wool Show in July. I'm pretty sure I can work something out with him. We could have a little chat in July. Maybe I'll email him beforehand and talk to him about that and find out whether he still does things on the farm. I'm pretty sure he does. In fact, he does other things on the farm. Road trip, Chuck. I know, right? A road trip. So many plans. Sounds exciting. Look, to be fair, I've wanted to go back to interviewing farmers, and not just farmers. Local yarn stores was my next venture. And that was in 2019, early 2020. And then bang, that year hit and I couldn't do it. We weren't allowed to leave the house, as you know. So now I'm thinking, the world has started to, I say started to, because people still talk about it. It's still, I don't know, if you've got it, you have to stay home. Sorry. You know, so people are still doing that. So I'm not sure if they want me there, if I'm not feeling well, if I want to be near them, if they're not well. So it's something that really is still a touchy subject for certain people. And I know this one fella I wanted to interview, he's local. He's literally a 7-minute drive from me, right? He has his yarn in his home with his wife. They've been doing it for 30, 40 years. And I was supposed to interview him, I think in 2022, and we had to cancel it for that reason. He said, look, we're elderly and I'm a bit nervous about having anyone here sick. And I told him I had a sniffles that day. So we had to cancel at the last minute. So the same with him. He cancelled a few times because he was unwell and he was worried about, you know, and it was just hard for me to get around that. So I will see how we go now. I stopped even asking anyone because of that reason. So I might start going back to it, see what I can work out. Just means there'll be a few days that I'll be away from the channel. So you may miss out on a few tutorials that week, but they'll still come the week later. I'm not going anywhere. But you will get videos of his yarn or her yarn or wherever it is I'm going, the farm's yarn or the shop's yarn. And you'll get to see other yarn. You'll get to see different types of yarn. It won't just be Superfine Merino and wool and acrylic and cotton. There will be, but you'll see mixed yarns. You'll see lots of fun stuff. And you won't just see yarns. You'll see the books, magazines, books about knitting and crochet. Achu, did I say the word knitting? Achu. Oh, by the way, Chuck, I'm allergic to the word knitting, but I do knit. Hence, my first live crochet was knitting by accident, because I found, and I'll show you again. I found my old tub. Now, this tub is so old. Let's just say it was 4 years ago, because that's what I want to say. And look at that. Look at that. All knitting needles. All of them. I think there's only 1 or 2 crochet hooks. I used to knit when I was younger. Check that out. Look at all that. And you can see how old they are. These are very old knitting needles. Some wood, yeah, and some plastic and some metal, steel, whatever. And there you go. And I do knit, but I've just not done it on the channel. And I did do it live. I tell a lie, and because people didn't believe me that I knitted, so I showed them. And sadly, it was the very first live I did. I can't get them back in now. It's going to be loud. Ready? Can't get it back in because there's a lot of them. It's very loud. But yeah, I do knit. So there'll be lots of other things. There'll be knitting, there'll be crochet, there'll be crochet books, there'll be knitting books, there'll be yarn, hooks, scissors, sewing needles, stitch markers, unusual buttons, normal buttons. There'll be so much in these places, shops, stores, warehouses, whatever it is. I'm going to try and see how many interviews that I can get with people. And it will be a lot of fun. I think it will be a lot. I can't get the lid on now. There we go. There it is. Now, I found that the other day and I thought, oh, I should talk to him about it again. But to let you know, I was knitting a long time before I started crocheting on the channel, but I learned to crochet first when I was that many years old, which was only a few weeks ago, yeah. That many years old. I remember at the age of 5 that I did get frustrated because my fine motor skills were not in. So I would throw this, I still do throw my crochet across the room because I couldn't do it. And when I was around 8 or 9, that's when things started to pick up for me with crochet. So there you go. They aren't that expensive to stay there. I just Googled them. Yarn prices aren't bad either. Didn't check the postage. Okay. Look, it is a beautiful place to be. You could get lost on the farm. Well, you couldn't because everything's accessible. You really couldn't get lost. But when I say lost, I mean lost inside yourself. And I know that we chose the yarn colour off one of his trees. He had a beautiful tree that had the maroon flower on it. I can't remember the name of it now. It's a tiny little red maroon thing. And he used that to choose the wool, the name for that wool, which was boysenberry, something berry. I called the sweater treble berry boxy jumper, right? Because we use trebles to create the sweater with. Treble US, double treble UK, by the way. So it was a very loose fitting top. That's why they call it a boxy top. They're specifically made to be big, big, big boxy tops. But it did cost me a lot of money because I made it big, extra big. And I'm already big to begin with, right? We won't go there. And so, yeah, and I thought, what a perfect colour for me. I love my reds. And it was sort of maroon. It was a maroony brown. It was an in-between maroon and brown. But it was a beautiful maroon. It wasn't one of those ugly maroons. It was an ugly maroon. It was a very pretty maroon. And I created that boxy sweater. And, yeah, it was very big. It was very big on. But the actual farm itself is just, you could get lost in it. Like, you could get lost in the nature of it all. If you are a nature person, you could get lost into this farm. Yeah. But anyway, I don't know. I didn't talk about Tom and doing this chat today, so that came out by accident. I will pop that video up after the live on the community board post. If you want to see it, just know that the giveaway is no longer happening on the promotion that we had at the time is no longer happening because that was an old video. So keep that in mind. But the actual interview itself, you get to see him dye some yarn in front of you. Like there's no hidden secrets there. He shows you exactly what he does when he dyes his yarn. You get to see his dog is in the video, his mum. She shows me all of her spinning that she does. Actually, I think she did a bit of spinning as well. So I took video of her spinning. I took video of Tom dyeing the yarn. Took video of the property, just a little bit of video of the property. I didn't get overly excited about that. Next time I go, I'll take a full video if I'm allowed to. I need to check things. I took a little bit. It was good. Yeah. Cheers, everyone. Green Butterfly says, water time. Oh, hello, Yvonne. Cheers. But know that Tom is a wonderful fella to work with. You can't go wrong with him. And like I said, he's got his whole family works there. He's got his other brother, his brother and his brother's family, his dad, his mum, everybody works there. It's their family farm that's passed down by generations. So it's been there a very long time. And so that video was really important. I love that video. And I want to go out and do some more of that. So it'll be farmers, it'll be shops, it will be the warehouses even. It'll be anyone I can get an interview with. I will send emails out and see what I can do over the next few years and hope for the best that I can get. I say the next few years because, you know, they might be booked out. They might say, well, I can do it, but not till October next year. Oh, all right, I'll wait. And it's like that, yeah? And I do wait. I do say, look, I'm patient. But if they say I've got nothing on this weekend, bang, I'll be there. If they say Tuesday, when we're supposed to upload that video, I need you here, bang, I'll be there and the video will go up the next day. That sort of thing. I would love so much to get back into interviewing these farmers. At the end of the day, look, they're here and they're here to create, dye their yarn or grow their own sheep like Tom does. Grows his own sheep. They shear their own sheep. They yarn dye their own yarn. It's all there on the farm. You know, he does it all there. So he talks about how the process is on that video. So you know that he works with his sheep. You get the Polworth sheep yarn. And that yarn, I found, it's an 8-ply DK weight, but it kind of is a little, in my opinion, a tiny little bit thicker than the average 8-ply. So when you create it, it works up wider than you expected. And he did tell me that. He says, oh, it'll grow a little bit as you go along. I thought, nah, DK weight doesn't do that. And it did. That yarn, it gives you more for less, if you know what I'm saying. So you're purchasing it for that price, but you're getting more with it because it does grow a little bit. And make sure you give yourself leeway because, well, leeway, when I say leeway, make sure you don't overstock of it because you can if you like. You'll make a beanie and a little cowl if you like as well, because that yarn is thick enough to grow that few extra, or the extra centimetre once you wash it. Yeah. Even before you wash it, you start to wear and you think, this is a bit wide than I thought it was going to come out. And then you wash it and you think, oh, it's a little bit wider, but that's okay because it was a boxy top. So just keep in mind that that will stretch. It does get a bit bigger and it comes up real pretty, works up beautiful. So, you know, everything he said was right. So you couldn't fault him. And that's why I go to the farms to have a chat with them. Without the farms, we wouldn't have what we have. So keep that in mind. So Mary, I take it you like that yarn. I love that yarn. I bought so many skeins of it to work with it on the channel and never did. There's even more of it down there on a basis, like packs like this of that yarn. I spend a lot of money with them. You know, I do because I love that yarn. And I will do something else on the channel with it in the future. So keep in mind, we're going to create with that yarn. You're going to see more yarn-dyed yarn on the channel. You're going to see it. Now, you don't have to use the yarn-dyed, you know, the fancy dyed yarn. You can use whatever you have in your stock that's DK weight or 4 weight, 8-ply, whatever it is, 10-ply. You can use whatever I tell you on the channel. If I say 8-ply, you can use any DK weight that you have. But I'm going to use the fancy stuff because I have it and I never use it. So heads up. Now, I got sidetracked. Excuse me. Monday, you're getting this. Tuesday, you're getting that. Oh, there's a little bit too much there. You saw the thread sticking out and everything. You're getting that. You're getting Wendy's project. And Thursday, you're getting probably the other Wendy project, which is the green. She chose the green. Yeah. And then Friday, you're getting part 2 of the top. I hope to have it sorted out by Friday. Now, I'm going to be I've got the room in here this week. Very exciting to myself. Well, excuse me. Occasionally I don't get it, but I got it this week. So I'm going to be doing some sort of vlogging in here. You won't see it next week. You won't see it till a week later, but I'm going to record it next week because I wanted to show you, firstly, the project I made. It's not a commission project because it's a gift for a family member, and we'll talk about that on that day. And you'll see other things. I'll be talking about other things. It'll be a video vlog. Actually, is it a video vlog for the 1st of the month? What day is it next week? I say day. When I talk about day, our vlogs are always on Friday if you're new to our channel. So next Friday, I've got this on the blanket date. Well, excuse me. Anyone know what day it is today? Excuse me. Ask me a harder question. We're still in May, aren't we? What's my name? Hello. Well, can I see the date or not? I can see the time, but I can't see the date. Well, excuse me. All right, so doesn't matter. You're getting a video vlog, not next week, the week after. It's the 23rd. Thank you. 23rd of May. All right. So if it's the 23rd of May, it's the 24th of May here because we're Saturday morning. Yeah. So next week, oh, yes, it is video vlog week the week after. Well, I'll do it for the week after then. And the week after, you're also getting part 6 on the 5th of June. Is it the 5th? I failed maths. I just closed the book too. Let me have a look at it. The 5th of June, step 6 of our 12-step transition blanket. Check it out. And that's happening in 2 weeks. So I was supposed to start recording it this week, but I haven't because of the top. So I'm going to start recording it on Monday, and I start Monday, and then I spend every night doing one row, a second row, a third row. It's going to be one stitch all the way through, repeat row for this part, because that's the center of the blanket. That's the blanket. If you're going to choose for, baby, you pop baby on. Yeah. Juggle those projects. I know, right? And you know what it's like to record the projects, Linda? If you didn't know this, guys, I record every morning, right? So I can't record in the afternoon. Once the sun comes in, I can't record. And it usually is 5 or 6. But during winter, the sun, if it's out, which is sometimes out, it starts coming in around 3 o'clock. Or 2 o'clock sometimes in the afternoon. I can't record after that. And it stresses me out. But what I do is I record in the morning one row of that. I put it aside because I know it's going to be a one row repeat. I don't finish it. Put it aside. I pop it on the couch, actually, because that's at night, the time where I'm sitting in front of the TV and doing that one row a million times, right? Then I record the next project, one round or one row, depending on the project. If it's a small project, like if it's a beanie or something, it'll have 12 stitches. It's going to take you a second to record the next round, right? So I record to the round where maybe the increase stops, and then I put that on the couch, leave that there. Then I record the next project until about 2 p.m. Bonnie, we'll see you soon, darling. You take care. And then after that, I pop them all on the couch, and I sit there the night before and think which one needs to go up first. That one, we'll work on that one tonight, right? So we work on the 2 or 3 rows that I'm supposed to do for that one. I put it aside because that one needs recording on the 4th row or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't record one project in one day. It just doesn't happen. If I had to record the blanket in one day, I did one row, and let's just say one row is real technical, and it takes me, I don't know, half an hour. It doesn't, but let's say it does. And I have to do 15 rows. I'm not going to get it recorded that day. It's just not going to happen. Yeah. So I do part of the row of each project, especially if I know I need to do 5 rows more to complete it. Yeah. That can be done at night when, like I said, when I'm sitting on the couch. That sometimes doesn't always work because sometimes I'm editing at nights. So sometimes the project gets left on hold. And so it takes me longer to record it. So when you say way to juggle the projects, that's what happens. And that's when sometimes you get these gorgeous little tiny projects like this, because I know that they don't take long to record, and I create that. And it's actually quite popular. This little key ring, if you look at the video, it's actually quite a popular video. So, you get the smaller projects as well as the big projects with the blankets and the tops and everything else as well here on Wow Crochet Designs. On that note, guys, I've been on the line for a very long time. What I do want to say is Monday, top down top. Tuesday, what do I say? Wendy's project. Thursday, Wendy's project again, if I can. Friday, second or third part of the top down top. And in between all of that, because I'm going to be on my own a lot next week, I'm going to be able to record in here for the week later. So get excited, guys. I'm going to have it if I don't get sick. It's winter. We can get sick here like that. The flick of a switch. It doesn't happen much, but when it happens, it's like you get sick, and your sickness lasts not 1 week, not 2 weeks, but 3 and maybe 5 weeks just to annoy you. I want to thank everyone for joining us today here at Wow Crochet Designs. Remember, guys, we have a lot of fun on our lives. Saturday's live is always quite busy and always quite fun. So that's a live to definitely be on. But we do have the live on Wednesday at 4 p.m. Melbourne, Australia time. Marry that up with your country. Also, the Wednesday's live was first created to help people out during 2020, that year, when we created blankets and a lot of gear. I wanted to keep everyone busy at home in those days because we were all at home. So that Wednesday's live was created specifically for our blankets. But now we just use it for a lot of fun, and we do talk about our tutorials during the week as well. And if you've got any issues, write them down, let me know. You could even send them to me via Facebook or Instagram, and I'll talk about them on the live. I've done that many times before. So if you've got any problems with the tutorial we're working on, it is better to send it to me via a post, and then I will talk about it on the live and give you the full information. Most of the times I answer you via your private message, whether it's on Instagram or Facebook. But usually I do it live just for fun. All right. And if you want me to talk about a problem you're having with a top live or a blanket or something as small as this, let me know and we'll talk about it on the live too, just for fun. And that's what Wednesday's lives were for. Thank you very much for joining us. I've been Mary. This is Wow Crochet Designs, and I will see everyone soon. Ciao for now. Try to be good. A little bit. Bye all.